I want to continue talking about self-worth and actually how it's somewhat parallel to self-esteem. We were discussing in the last video a little bit about what are some of the signs to realize that your self-worth has been taking a little bit of a nosedive. Some of your behaviors are shifting. You're isolating yourself. You're more sensitive to criticism. You're ruminating over personal problems. You're finding you're just locked in, perhaps with negativity. So some of the strategies I really like you to think about is that you really need to realize what you're capable of. You're capable of much more than you think you are. You have accomplished many different things at different times in your life, and you know this. You have done many, many things that have surprised you when you've gone out of your comfort zone. You have been successful. So it's very important to remind yourself of when these things took place. What did you do? And I can assure you, you took action. You had a plan and you followed through. You took action. Instead of ruminating and thinking and going around in circles around what your choices might be, you made choices and you move forward. Taking action is one of the key steps in all kinds of productivity and getting outside of our minds and getting into the doing stage. This really is a very optimistic way of improving your chances of uplifting your attitude, your outlook, your mindset. If you have been underestimating yourself, think about the fact that you certainly are much more capable than you're giving yourself credit. And you do realize this. You have been underestimating what's possible and taking the easy road, taking the softer route, perhaps the path of least resistance. And maybe it's time to shake things up a little bit. But that is going to mean reaching out to other people. You cannot do it alone. So of course it depends on what it is. Think about who you are surrounding yourself with and the messages that are coming into your life, the activities that you're pursuing in a day. How different are these from times when you did feel a stronger and more positive sense of self-worth? Underestimating ourselves is really key. When we do that, we sell ourselves short. And it really demands that you shift your mindset into thinking what's possible. And baby steps. Everything doesn't have to change overnight. But it does mean that you do start going in newer directions and moving away from situations where you are too idle and ruminating far too much. You know, as they always have said, if you want to get something done, give it to a busy person. And it is true. The less activity we have, the less we tend to want to do. And this negativity can feed upon itself. And so your poor self-image can just settle in and you can become quite critical of yourself. I hope you reflect on this and think about, are you underestimating yourself and what's possible and the things you've accomplished in the past? And it's time to move forward and think about new ways of accomplishing, going in perhaps a brand new direction. It's important to take this leap. I hope you will be well. I hope you'll be well. You'll find your inner peace and you'll remember to stay strong.